Welcome to Electron ITS YouTube channel. Today we will talk about how to create custom visuals and what is KPI and how to use KPI in the project. KPI means key performance index. When you are talking about any business, then as a business owner, you have to look at various parameters in your business like profit, what is the percentage of loss per year, what is the percentage of profit you are getting. Similarly, different other parameters you have to analyze. So for that purpose, we require this KPI, and KPI will vary according to the business model. So you may have multiple KPIs for your business. And the importance of custom visual is, apart from inbuilt visuals, you can create your own visualization style. So we'll discuss some basic uh, custom visual and KPI in this session. In further lectures of Power BI, we'll talk more about custom visuals, and we'll see more advanced custom visuals. So keep visiting the channel for further lecture series in Power BI. Now we'll go to the Power BI desktop. So as you know, there are three sections. The first section is report, then data section, and lastly model section. The initial step is to get the data. So for that, you have to click on get data option. Now in this particular project, I'm using Excel file which consists of three tables: orders, returns, and people. These are the names of the tables. In the language of Power BI, we call it as queries. So first step is to load the data. So we'll upload this Excel file. The name of the Excel file is sample superstore, which consists of three tables. So orders, then returns, and people. A few columns are same in these tables. So around 10,000 rows are present in orders table. So first step is to load the data. Now it is moving towards the navigator page. Since the number of rows are larger, so that's why it is taking some time to load the data. So after loading the data, you have to select the particular tables which you want to load in your project, in your model, and then you have to process that data only. You can get, you can have all the data, or you can delete some data if it is not required for that particular project. Now here it is showing three tables. As we have discussed in this Excel file, there are three sheets: orders, returns, and people. So same data it is showing here. Now we are using complete data here, so that's why I will click on all these tables, and just simply, we are not viewing this or evaluating this preview, so just click on load so that the data will get loaded. So it is processing the queries now. Once the data is loaded, you have to make suitable changes in the data. So here, as I discussed, some columns are common columns like region. So region column is present, the person column is present in orders table also, and in returns, this order ID column is present in orders table. So it will take about 1 minute to load the data. There are multiple options available So here you can enter the data. If you want to go to the query editor, you have to click on edit queries, and from here you can jump to query editor. In the data section, we can process on the data, or we can modify the data, and in report we can have multiple visualizations. You can create relationships between the multiple queries in model part, which is third part. So it is used to create the relationships between the queries, between the tables. But for that, the name of the column should be same to match or to connect with the two queries. So that is important. So suppose if your table one contains the column name of A, so that A name should be present for the same data in the second table also. So that is the case. So name of the column should be same to match or to create the relationship. Now the steps will be like this. First we will go to the data option or data view. In data view, we will create one table which is used for matching with your further tables. We'll create the column there. In the data view, we'll add one column in this order sheet. That is our KPI column. So that is our first step. First step is we will create one column here of name KPI, and we will analyze what we'll analyze in this sheet. We will analyze the sales per city. So there are multiple cities present here, different cities. So this data is for different cities. So for these cities, what is the sales value? So we'll compare the sales value with city, and according to that we'll create the KPI, whether it is high or low. So if you observe here, some values are 200, 700, around 900, then 1700, like this. So most of the values are below 500 and remaining are above 500. So we'll keep the criteria of 500. So the values of sales which are more than greater than 500, that we will take it as a high, and the values of sales which are less than 500, we'll consider it as a low. So this high and low, this will be your KPI, right? Key performance index. So that thing we will do first. I will again it is loading the data. Then next step will be after uh, creating the column KPI. If you observe here in this return and people sheet, when you load the data, you will get some observation there. Okay, so we'll check that observation. Now the data is loaded already, orders, people and returns. So all the data, so this indicates the column names. So orders, then people. So there are two columns, column 1, column 2, and returns, again column 1 and column 2. We don't want this name as column 1 and column 2, because if you observe here, in returns table, the column names are return and order ID, but they are not now here it is showing column 1 and column 2 in returns. So we want the same as that of actual, which are written and order ID. So how to do that, we'll check that, but before that just go to the data view, and we'll, as discussed, we'll add one column here. So just go to the modeling tab and click on new column. This data is similar to Excel sheet what we are using here. So the column name I will give as KPI. Then as discussed earlier, we will create two sections, high and low. So according to city wise, if the sales amount is greater than 500, then we'll consider it as a high. So sales column, so here it will show that name of the column sales. If it is greater than 500, then we will take it as a high. So I will write here high. Otherwise it will be low, and press enter. So this will create one column of KPI. So according to the values of sales, now see here it is 77 value, so it is showing low. Similarly, in this case it is sales value is 1300, so it is showing high likewise. So we have created one column. Save this. Now as I discussed, here the names of the columns are not visible. It is showing column 1 and column 2, right? But we want person and region as a names of the column. Similarly, in returns section also, it is showing column 1 and column 2, right? So we don't want this column 1 and column 2. So to do the proper columns, whatever present in actual sheets, so for that we have to go to the edit queries. So query editor, click on edit queries. Okay, so first step we'll do here is we'll just go to these tables, and I want person and region as a column names. So just click on use first row as headers. And the same thing we have to do with returns query. So now the name of the columns are person and region. Similarly, we'll do for returns also. So here return and order ID should be the names of the column. So again, do the same thing. Use first row as headers. So now the names of the columns are return and order ID. Now again, we'll use one more table here. So that table is for KPI. I will give the name for this table is KPI table. And here we will have high. and low. So for high, I want to show one image there. So I will just use here key as the name of the column, and here I will use URL for that particular image. So if it is high value for that city, so that will be indicated by upward arrow. If it is low, it will be indicated by downward arrow. That is what I want to show as a KPI. So for that, I will use the symbols. So to get the symbols, you can either you can place your own image, you can give the path there, or you can capture it from website. So I'm using this website iconfinder.com. So here I got these two arrows. So just click on this upside arrow, right click and copy its image address and paste that image address here for the high. Similarly, use down image and copy its image address and paste the same thing. So this is about the URL. Then click on OK. So this is how we made one more table, which is KPI table. Now this KPI table will appear here with key and URL. So for high and low, right? So we'll close this, close and apply, click on close and apply. So it is applying the changes. So as I said again, it will load the complete data. It will make the changes to data. So it will take some time to load. Now after loading the data, we will go to the model section and there we will create the relationships between these tables. As I said, if common columns are available in the two tables at a time, then that will create the relationship automatically. But here I want to create, now we have created one table which is KPI table. So I want to create the relationship of order table in which we have used that KPI column with this KPI table, because that two tables should be related to get the proper images. So now we'll go to this, before going to model, we'll check for this KPI table, and there one thing you have to do is you have to just change the URL data type. So data category you have to keep it as image URL. So image URL you have to change this data category from uncategorized to image URL. Once you change, just click on save, and then we'll go to the data model. Now here there is already one relationship appeared with region, people and orders. So relationship of region is there because the same columns are available in both the tables of region. So that's why this already automatically this relationship is created between these two tables. Similarly, we have one more table which we have just now created, KPI table. So we have to relate this KPI table with our orders table, because in orders table only we have created that KPI column. So we have to connect this KPI with key value, because in KPI column we have used high and low, and the same thing we have mentioned in KPI table also, high and low. So that's why KPI should be related to key column. So just to drag and drop so that it will create the relationship. If you click on this arrow, it will show the relationship status, so KPI and key. So this is how we can create the relationships between the multiple tables. Then click on save. Once it's saved, just click go on to the report view, and here in report view we'll create the column, the table. In this table we'll have, since we are observing the sales with respect to city, so we'll have city as a data field. Then we will have the sales as a second data field. So sales value it will show with respect to the cities, different cities and their corresponding sales values. Now we'll have KPI. So according to sales, we'll have either high or low. So that thing. So see here, if the sales value is greater than 500, it will be high. If it is less than 500, it will be low. So according to the sales value, the high and low will appear here. And at last, we'll have the URL from the KPI table. So just drag this URL here in the values and see according to high and low value, if it is low, it will be downward arrow. If it is high, it will be upward arrow. And like this, you will get for every city according to the sales value. So this is about our KPI indicator, right? Um, Now to get more insight about this, we'll create the custom visuals also. So I have I'm using one custom visual here. So you can import the custom visuals. You can download that and you can import that downloaded file, or you can import from marketplace. Before that, you have to log in to your Power BI account. You can modify or delete the custom visuals. There are options to delete and modify, restore the visuals. So this Power KPI 2.0.0, this custom visual I am using. So just click on this custom visual, and now once you click here, multiple sections are appeared. So data fields you have to create here. We have to drag and drop the values. So values, in value section, I'm using sales value, then city and KPI. So if you observe this, there are two sections, high and low. Low sales, high sales. So this indicates high sales, this indicates low sales, and this is the city name, and here the sales value. So if you click on any point here, so you will get, so the name of the city. Suppose for this particular city, the what is the sales value and whether it is high or low. So that is indicated by this particular visual. Similarly, city wise, and it will show the variance also. So that extra parameter it is showing here. What is the variance? So this is how for multiple cities the different values with respect to sales it is showing. If you delete this KPI, then it will simply show the value of sales. Now if you click on this particular value or particular city arrow, so it will show that respective value here. So the name of the city and its sales value, so 899.98. So that same thing will be reflected here. Similarly, for this city, what is the sales value? So that is indicated by the corresponding point. So this is how we can create custom visuals and KPI for our project. In next session, we'll talk more about custom visuals, how to create custom visuals, and how to use multi KPI. So multi KPI is one more point in this discussion, and that is important because right now we are observing only about sales. So if I want to add one more parameter, one more KPI in this, so how to plot the multi KPI using custom visuals, so that thing we will talk about in the next session. So keep visiting our channel and please subscribe the channel if you like the video. Thank you.